Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. We are going to just do a quick review of how I have used the Hobonichi cousin in the month of February and what I am planning on doing it. Can you believe we're 5 weeks into 2019? Oh, it is, it's just flown by. So let's do a real quick January review. Some of the things that I've added, what I have found is I am loving one book. So the front pockets now possess my driver's license, some debit and credit cards. I find I can just grab the book, throw my key fob in my pocket, hit the grocery store, do my shopping, my errands, and I just have one book that I'm carrying in. I don't have to lug my purse around, any of that kind of stuff. So I'm actually loving the whole idea of one book in 2019. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I have a 2019 Hobonichi cousin that I have put a Midori cover on and then slipped it inside my Hobonichi cover and then also utilized the PVC cover on cover just to protect the fabric. 2018, I was ending 2018 in an Erin Condren ring bound planner. The Erin Condren just got so big, so bulky. I was having to carry several supplemental notebooks with me. This has just really streamlined. So, I have sticky notes just here from Simply Gilded. Sticky notes here. I have a Fox and Pip on top of, I believe, a Sweet Kiwi design. It is. The other stickers are from Michaels with the Shine Studio stickers. I believe all of these are. We have the yearly overview, which I'm still loving. Now, something that I have done, I went in and made some removable tabs. So what I did was I just took some page flags and grabbed my stack of Miscellany Boulevard minis and used some of her frilly boxes, put those on there, wrote what each tab was for, and then I realized it was starting to fray a little bit and peel up as I was using the weeks and the days. So I just came in with some Scotch tape and just Scotch taped over them to kind of reinforce them. The next section is that index section, so I'm using it to just kind of signify those one-offs. I also have a word for each month. So I was starting out the year, I really wasn't happy in my job. I kind of lost who I was the latter half of the year. You know, I was recovering from surgery, my daughter was having some major medical issues. I had taken a job because I just wanted to feel productive and busy, and unfortunately it just wasn't the right job for me. So I kind of want to get back to who I am. So for the month of January, I just want to remember what it is that I love. What is it that I loved about my job? What did I love about my husband, my kids, my family, myself? What is it that I love? And the reason I wanted to do that was when you know what you love, you can change what you don't. So you have to know what you want before you can start changing things in your life. And then for February, I just want to focus on passion. What is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that really excites me and motivates me and pushes me to be the best person that I can be? And then in March, I want to start anew. I want to start fresh. I want to just kind of wipe out those old habits and bring in some good, healthy new habits to help my year be productive. So my first quarter is all about personal development. Then you get into your month section. So I'm using my monthly section, typically how you would use a traditional overview of the month. I have in some trips signified, some special events that are going on, just decorated it with some washi tape. And February is set up and ready to go. I just need to go in and drop in some bills and do some financial kind of type things. When you get into the weeks, I love the weekly section in the Hobonichi. So you can kind of see my migration in my weekly section. I was drawing on some habit trackers. I'm going to be honest, I suck at habit trackers. I forget to use them. I just don't use them. What I did find though, as I was going through, I was having to thumb through and really hunt and dig for where each month started. So I've used these Shine Sticker Studio tabs to go in and just mark off each month in the weekly section. So it's a little bit easier for me to go in and grab. And then I just line them up with the tabs from the daily section. So this is week 1. If you've seen the other videos, you've seen those. Week 2, I went ahead and tipped in the schedule for my daughter's wedding. Week 3. Week 4 is last week. I'm going to be honest, Saturday and Sunday, I was kind of lazy. Today is Sunday. And then we get into next week. So next week, I'm keeping the same design concept. When I want to get up, when I'd like to go to bed, section for notes, sections to go in and drop my weather, and then a list of things that I need to accomplish throughout the week. And then my sticky notes. I love sticky notes because this is something I do every few months this time of year instead of every month. So I know on the 5th I need to change my filter, and I'll just pick it up and I'll move it over to probably April 5th is when I'll change it again. Then you get into your dailies. Now, at the beginning of each month, you have a section that's just blank. So I've tipped in my budget tracker for the month, put in some goals that I'd like to accomplish for the month, and then we go into the daily pages. This has been a little bit different for me. This layout here was probably my favorite while I was working. I could keep work tasks separate, home tasks separate, and then timed events kind of separate. So you can see where I kind of utilized that for a little bit. Then I was traveling. Memory keeping, I was at my daughter's wedding in Texas. These photos should be available to add to it, she said, here in a couple of weeks. So I'll go in and add the rest of the wedding photos. Hot mess. Not quite as much of a hot mess, but still just kind of looking better. Really liked it. Didn't have a lot going on in my life. Tried to use some stamps. This one was a hot mess, but you know what? I really like this spread, mostly because I quit my job that day. Then we get into, again, just some basics. These 2 days I had migraines, so I started thinking about this, and I had seen some posts where people were saying, oh my gosh, I have blank days in my planner, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is what you do. You turn the page and you start over. So I've had a migraine the last 3 or 4 days, so it's been kind of just, I don't know, I've been kind of flying by the seat of my pants, which brings us back to Saturday and Sunday. I actually was really productive yesterday and really productive so far today. I just didn't write it in my planner. And you know what? That's okay. And I think one of the reasons why I didn't write anything in my planner is because I am going through changes. I'm going through changes in my schedule. I'm going through changes in my life. I don't know what I want to do. And the really neat thing that I like about the Hobonichi is that every time I turn the page, I have an opportunity to try something new. So that brings me to Monday and Tuesday of this coming week. So kind of went old school bullet journal style. With this layout, and I'm kind of liking it. A little bit more time consuming than what I would like, but I kind of like it. And instead of using the Tombow markers, I did go ahead and just color off the edges of the page. The mild liners work so much better for that. So if you're going to be experimenting in your Hobonichi and you want to do some of these coloring off the edges, I highly, highly, highly recommend mild liners over Tombows. The Tombow ink was just so saturated. It created a big, giant, watery mess that really took a long time to dry. Where with the mild liners, I just kind of whipped it down, and it was good to go. So this is Monday and Tuesday of this coming week, and I'm really kind of digging it. It's probably not something I would do on a regular basis, so I figure Wednesday morning when I get up, I'll see if there's something else maybe that I like a little bit better. And I'm at a position right now where I can do that. I can get up in the morning, sit at my desk with a cup of coffee, and decorate my pages as I go. That's something different for me. I typically would do a week out and go from there. Now, we do have February starting. I have my bill pays there. I haven't went in and done my February focuses yet. I'll probably do that Tuesday of the week. I'm still struggling. I'll be honest. I don't know what I want, and I don't know what I want to do. So, yeah, still struggling a little bit. We have the notes section, you know, and while I'm struggling, it's a good time to look at what my yearly goals are. The next page has my credit score tracker on it. I still have some blank note pages. I have my order trackers going on in the back. And then I have my notebook for my home. Now, I have been doing some job searches, and what I've just been doing is just kind of jotting down kind of just free notes, what it is that I was applying for the day I was applying for it, so I can pull this notebook out and look at it. I took the work notebook that I was using and just slipped it in the front. I did remove the pages, and then behind the front tab, I just have a blank check, some cash, and my password book. So, yeah, that is how January 2019 has been going in my Hobonichi weeks. Really looking forward to just growing with this planner. It's so far, it feels like what I need. It's one book. It's comfortable in my hands. It's sturdy. It's diverse. It's gonna work. And I really honestly feel like for the first time at the end of January, approaching the end of January, I'm actually at peace with my planner. So, loving it. If you are using Hobonichi Weeks, or even if you're using a different planner, I would love to hear from you what it is that you love so much about the particular planner that you're using. Planning is organic, and it grows with you, and it changes with you as your needs grow and change throughout your adventure. So, yeah, let me know what planner you're using. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take a second to subscribe. I'd love to see you back. If you hit the little bell notification, it'll let you know when new videos are available. And come join me on Instagram. Been more consistent with posting pictures and updates on Instagram, and would love to take a look at your Instagram also. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Until next time, remember, we all got a plan. We just all do it a little bit differently. Thanks, guys.